So yeah, as been said, I run communications at OutFront Minnesota and handle our graphic design. We have a staff of about 15. And we'll do a quick, see where we're at in the room. Who here has heard about OutFront Minnesota before? Okay, a good half. That's good. So we were actually founded in 1987 as the Gay and Lesbian Community Action Center to do crisis work. So we started in '87 as a crisis line for LGBTQ people who were experiencing harassment and discrimination because at that point, and even sometimes today, it wasn't safe to go to police because they would further re-victimize us if we said that our partner was beating us or a hate crime had been committed. They would just kind of turn and look the other way. So we started out front just doing crisis calls and then very quickly realized that to continue to make Minnesota safer for LGBTQ people, that also meant that we had to do other work. So in 1993, we passed the Human Rights Act here in Minnesota, which was the first non-discrimination law in the country to protect trans people. So I'm very proud to have Minnesota be that state to really kind of lead the way on equality. And then since then, we've done a whole lot of things. We've expanded a lot. So we have a youth in schools program that operates gender and sexuality alliances in over 170 high schools here in Minnesota. So we provide training for staff and faculty on what to do when a kiddo comes out to you, or when you suspect that a kiddo is LGBTQ, and just ensuring that our students in Minnesota, all of our students, are able to thrive academically and not fear coming to school because of their identity. We also continue to operate our crisis line, which is now 24/7, and helps anyone from doing hate crime work, which we've been doing on the range recently with a couple cases up there, or domestic violence, sexual assault work, and even doing some refugee and asylum cases for LGBTQ people escaping home countries where they are being persecuted. What else do we do? We do some other kind of electoral stuff and like policy, of course. So last year, 2 years ago, we actually worked with the Minnesota Department of Education to pass a trans inclusion toolkit for schools so they would better know how to handle transgender issues in schools, and they can kind of adopt that into their policy. And then this year we've been working to ban conversion therapy, which is a practice that is discredited by every major medical institution, and the UN considers torture, which is a practice of trying to change someone's sexual orientation or gender identity to be more in line with whatever parents or bad doctors think. And so we kind of got that passed through the House and then failed in the Senate. And so we're doing other things around that. But yeah, so we do a whole lot of things. And we always have opportunities to get involved, both on our C3 side, just kind of doing that nice community work that's super non-controversial, and then other things as well. Yeah, I've been at OutFront for 3 years. So I started in 2016. I was a sexual assault victim advocate in the military prior to that, and then I started volunteering at OutFront doing sexual assault work for them. And then eventually just kind of started getting paid, and I was like, oh, this is nice, okay. Yeah, I got a call from our ED like 2 years after kind of being involved and volunteering, and she was like, hey, do you want to get paid to come here? And I was like, yeah, I do. Yeah, so I want. So that happened. So I've been doing that ever since. Yeah, and then Pride is kind of a thing. It's the 50th anniversary of Stonewall, as most of you probably know or have heard some rumblings. For that, OutFront, actually, we launched a 50 for 50 social media campaign. So we've been honoring 50 LGBTQ icons for the 50 years of Stonewall. Some of those included Hearty Milk, of course, Marsha P. Johnson, Karen Clark, who was our first out lesbian state representative here in Minnesota, one of the longest serving LGBTQ people as well. She retired last year. It's very sad. Yeah, and then I'll talk a little bit about what we're doing this week, maybe,
yeah.
And then we can go from there.
Perfect.
Do some questions or something. I don't know. So a couple things that OutFront is doing for good old Pride weekend. I guess one little fun fact, we go to every single Pride in Minnesota. So there are about 11 or 12 different prides that happen across the state. Yeah, which is like, I did not know before I started working there. Wow. And I was like, oh, I gotta drive to like Duluth now? What? So yeah, there's Fargo, Moorhead has one, Grand Forks and East Grand Forks, Duluth, St. Cloud. Brainerd has a little cute, adorable like family picnic. That's always so much fun. Rochester and then Mankato, Pine City even has a pride.
How big is City?
Pine City. We're the largest.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
so
Duluth and everything. Like, what do you think?
Duluth is probably the second largest in the state. And because it happens in September, so you have a lot of like kind of college kids that are coming in from UMD. It's really, really fun. Grand Forks is one of the smaller ones, but that's where I was stationed for the military, so I always go up to that one and just like get to see all of my friends. It's really great, and then get paid to do it. No, so we're at all of these prides doing like that same kind of outreach work that we do, ensuring that people are respected in their workplaces and all that kind of fun stuff. But then Twin Cities Pride, of course, is our biggest one. So we have started a few years ago doing an annual kind of Pride Week kickoff. So Monday night, actually, we're doing a Pride kickoff. You can come see me in drag if you want. I'll be emceeing. And I'll be doing a better emceeing job than I'm doing here, so don't worry. Yeah, so that's 7 to 10. It's $15. Comes with a free absolute cocktail. And then, of course, you can see me in a wig. It's at Lush. Which also, so we have a couple gay bars. We have actually a lot of gay bars for the size of our city. And Lush actually just redid their whole stage. It's nice and beautiful. It's so great. They've got like smoke pillars now. It's like a whole thing. So we'll be there Monday night. I don't think we have any volunteer opportunities for that one because they've already filled up, but you can come hang out. And then Friday of next week, we partnered with Bryant Lake Bowl to have a no waste event. So they're doing a whole big block party for Pride. And we're kind of their little donation sponsor, so they'll give us money throughout from bar sales, I think, and everything. And in return, we're helping staff that event to ensure that everything is zero waste. So all of their stuff is compostable, and just kind of ensuring that people are actually putting things in the right bins and helping keep our planet safe and nice. So that is something you can come help out with. You get to hang out, get free food and drinks at that.
Next Friday?
That'd be next Friday, yeah. And then Saturday and Sunday, of course, we have the tents, where you could come purchase this lovely shirt. Do a little model for you. It's a little sporty spice action. And so we always love to have help in our tent to help greet people and tell people about the org, and of course sell merch. We have a coffee shop. We're the only tent in Pride that has like a little cafe. So you can come get iced coffee or hot coffee, depending on the time of day / weather. Sometimes it's cold during Pride, and you need hot coffee, and that's okay. And then Sunday we're in the parade. So Sunday we're actually doing our kind of theme for the parade. It's taking those same images that we've been putting on social media, and we've got them all in these nice, giant, blown-up posters, and we're just marching around, showing everybody kind of where we come from and how we got where we are today. Because we really do stand on some really great giants that sacrifice a lot to get us to where we are. Yeah. You want questions? Do you want to do questions or something? I don't know. What's going on? How's it going? Fancy meeting you here. No, we don't have to have questions. That's okay too. I can pass the mic back if you want.
Thank you very much, Jacob.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Perfect. To expand on